Guys, let's head over to some war. Chess pieces are moving. We're 23D chess now. Who knows who's moving ahead or moving behind? Well, we'll try to figure this out tonight on Mike of the Night. USS Abraham Lincoln was just attacked in the Middle East, and Yemen's Houthis are claiming credits. Of course they are. Everyone's going to claim credits. Remember 9/11? You had 50 different people claiming credit for it. They just do that to hey, that's mine. Hey, you're stealing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these new social media influencers. I'm like, holy crap! I said that 3 months ago. Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to people who have been sending me links or clips of videos of channels just regurgitating what we're saying here on Mike of the Night, and it's an absolute honor that we are originating. We are planting the seed here on Mike of the Night for the rest of the world. You guys would be surprised. You guys would be super surprised if you knew how far our message has been received. How far it's been received. All right, let's keep going here, folks. We're into war. Israeli strikes kill at least 2 medics in South Lebanon, says Health Ministry. And U.S. support for Israel fuels settler violence in West Bank, says presidency. The spokesperson for the Palestinian President Mohammed Abbas has condemned in the strongest terms an attack by extremist Jewish settlers on the village on the northern side of the West Bank, holding blind U.S. support responsible for the Israeli regime's persistence in violating international law. And we got Iraqi resistance launches drone strikes on key Israeli targets across occupied territories. Fighters from Iraqi resistance. Let's see if we can see this here. Get some, Okay, it looks like they blurred out most of the screen, but it looks like it's a target. They got a target there. It just looks like someone's doing a mix here. And now what's happening? Well, let's not forget the South China Sea. The Chinese are always up to something, right? Well, here it is, folks. How Beijing flipped the South China Sea game with a single island. So what they did was they were building these islands of terror, or these war islands. We did do a single short video on this back in 2016 called China's War Islands of War. We also made a documentary on my Portuguese channel, but it's in Portuguese. China's Islands of War. We did cover that, and we got some really good raw footage from a couple of friends that went down there to go research a lot of these islands. And these islands are expanding China's reach in the South China Sea. I don't even know why they call it the South China Sea. They should just call it the South Asian Sea, so that China doesn't think it has rights to it because it has the same name. Because that's what they were saying for the longest time, right? An isolated reef in Spratly Islands holds the key to improve Chinese response times in the region, new study says. And a massive base in the southern part of the China Sea has made China a country with the fastest response time to emergencies in the region, according to a study by Chinese scientists. Well, Chinese scientists, I wouldn't trust them either. And let's move on. Taiwan receives first shipment of HIMARS rocket system from the U.S. as it prepares for possible Chinese invasion. Guys, we're going to hot war. So Taiwan is receiving weapons here. Taiwan has just received its first batch of high-mobility artillery rocket systems from the United States as a democratic island nation strengthens its defenses for possible invasion attempt by communist China. And the HIMARS is a truck-mounted mobile rocket launch system that can fire a variety of munitions. The Taiwanese Minister of National Defense noted that it purchased 29 HIMARS from the U.S. 11 from the U.S. 11 in 2020 and another 18. Okay, I see how that's written. Sorry. In 2022 to boost long-range rocket force projection capabilities. So there it is right here, folks. They are moving chess pieces around. We are looking at hot war, folks. We're looking at probably 1 out of 3 people getting wiped off the face of the earth. It's all due to government accountability. If governments could have just taken accountability back in 2016, 2017, heck, maybe 2018, if they just took accountability then, we wouldn't be in this mess we are today. They wouldn't have to pull the trigger on the pandemic. They wouldn't have to do all this stuff. But now here we are. Just take the damn accountability, man. Holy smokes. And Chinese military conducts sea and air patrol around Shoal amid tension with the Philippines. It is the second air-to-sea joint patrol, and tensions have escalated around Scarborough, 2nd Thomas Sabina Sohals. And that's in the South China Sea. And it's pissing off the Philippines. And like we said to you guys, everybody in the region just hates China. Nobody wants to deal with China. China is breathing up everybody's necks, and if China doesn't get its way, it'll do what it did to Australia and just sanction them to death. And that's it. The Chinese laundered billions of dollars. I'm guessing around $680 billion in Australian real estate to destroy it through artificial shortages, like we've been saying for I don't know how many years now, but we've been saying it for a long time now. But here it is now, folks, and that's how they're doing it. And the fentanyl and all the drugs coming from China that's murdering our youth. So